In the far reaches of the galaxy, the Drakari Empire stood as a colossus of military might and technological advancement. Their empire, marked by vast territories and a formidable fleet, had long held a reputation for conquering lesser civilizations with ease. The Drakari's vision of expansion knew no bounds, and their gaze had now turned towards a seemingly insignificant blue planet, Earth. Commander Xorath, a warlord renowned for his strategic genius, was entrusted with the mission to scout Earth and prepare for an invasion. The Drakari High Command, confident in their supremacy, believed that this conquest would be a mere formality. Xorath's mission was to gather intelligence on Earth's defenses, technology, and societal structure to ensure a swift and decisive victory. As Xorath's fleet approached Earth, their advanced cloaking technology rendered them invisible to human sensors. The first task was to gather data on the planet's surface. The Drakari scouts reported back with detailed observations, a world in a state of technological evolution, teeming with life but seemingly vulnerable. Xorath's initial assessment was one of skepticism. These humans, he noted, appear to be on the brink of technological advancement, but their defenses are rudimentary at best. This should be an easy conquest. The Drakari High Command, fueled by their confidence, authorized the commencement of the invasion. However, Xorath's reports hinted at a hidden complexity in human society. Despite their apparent primitivity, the resilience and adaptability of the humans were noteworthy. "They are unpredictable," Xorath remarked, and that unpredictability could be a challenge. The Drakari fleet, poised for invasion, began their descent into Earth's atmosphere, their ships equipped with energy shields and plasma cannons. The initial phase of the operation was straightforward: disable Earth's orbital defenses and pave the way for a full-scale ground invasion. However, the simplicity of their plan would soon be tested. The Drakari's assault on Earth commenced with a series of coordinated strikes. Their ships, gliding through the atmosphere with lethal precision, unleashed a torrent of firepower on key military installations and cities. Major urban centers were engulfed in flames as the Drakari sought to cripple humanity's ability to mount a defense. To the Drakari's surprise, the initial phase of their invasion was met with unexpected resistance. Earth's orbital defenses, while outdated compared to Drakari technology, were not as easily subdued as anticipated. A ragtag coalition of human forces, led by General Elena Hayes of the United Earth Defense Force, UEDF, scrambled to respond to the threat. General Hayes, a seasoned leader with a deep understanding of Earth's capabilities, had been preparing for this very scenario. She had anticipated the possibility of an extraterrestrial threat and had been secretly amassing advanced weaponry and training elite soldiers. When the Drakari arrived, humanity's preparedness was put to the test. "Commander Xorath," General Hayes announced in a broadcast, "you have made a grave mistake. Earth is not as unprepared as you think." The Drakari, accustomed to swift victories, were caught off guard by the tenacity of the human response. Hayes' forces, equipped with experimental energy shields and railguns, mounted a defense that exceeded expectations. Despite the overwhelming Drakari firepower, humanity's resilience was becoming apparent. In the chaos of battle, human resistance fighters employed guerrilla tactics, striking from hidden positions and launching surprise attacks. The Drakari, while technologically superior, found themselves embroiled in a conflict that was anything but straightforward. The resistance was not merely fighting for survival. They were fighting for their homes, their families, and their future. As the conflict dragged on, the Drakari faced mounting challenges. The initial overconfidence of their leaders began to wane as the realities of war set in. Commander Xorath, once confident in a swift victory, found himself grappling with a protracted and bloody conflict. Human forces, far from crumbling under the Drakari onslaught, adapted and evolved. General Hayes, utilizing every resource at her disposal, orchestrated a series of counteroffensives that disrupted Drakari supply lines and logistics. The human strategy, characterized by surprise attacks and strategic withdrawals, proved to be an effective counter to Drakari tactics. In a pivotal battle, the UEDF launched a daring assault on a critical Drakari command center. The attack was meticulously planned, exploiting vulnerabilities in the Drakari's defenses. The resulting chaos within the Drakari ranks was palpable. "They're adapting faster than we anticipated," Toreth admitted in a report to the High Command. "Their strategies are evolving, and their resilience is proving to be a formidable challenge." The Drakari High Command, alarmed by the escalating difficulties, debated their next course of action. Some advocated for an intensified offensive to crush the resistance, while others argued for a strategic reassessment. The internal discord reflected the growing frustration and desperation within the Drakari leadership. General Hayes, meanwhile, remained resolute. Her leadership inspired confidence and determination among her troops. The stories of bravery and heroism among the human fighters became a source of motivation, fueling their efforts to persevere against the overwhelming odds. The prolonged conflict highlighted humanity's extraordinary resilience. Despite the destruction and loss, human society demonstrated an incredible capacity for recovery and adaptation. The UEDF's successes on the battlefield were matched by efforts to rebuild and fortify Earth's defenses. In cities ravaged by battle, civilians came together to support the war effort. Engineers and scientists worked tirelessly to develop new technologies and strategies. The spirit of unity and cooperation became a defining characteristic of humanity's response to the crisis. One notable innovation was the development of advanced energy-based weapons, a direct response to the Drakari's superior firepower. These new technologies, combined with human ingenuity, began to shift the balance of power. The Drakari found themselves facing an adversary whose resourcefulness and determination were matched by their technological advancements. General Hayes continued to inspire her troops with her unwavering commitment. "We are not just fighting for our survival, we are fighting to protect everything we hold dear," she declared in a rallying speech. "Our strength lies not only in our technology, but in our spirit and unity." The Drakari, witnessing the unyielding resolve of their adversaries, began to reassess their strategy. The war, once perceived as a straightforward conquest, had become a grueling test of endurance and willpower. As the war approached its climax, both the Drakari and human forces prepared for a decisive confrontation. The stakes were high, and the outcome would determine the fate of Earth and the future of the Drakari Empire. The final battle was set to be a dramatic showdown, a clash of civilizations with everything on the line. The Drakari, having faced mounting resistance and internal dissent, unleashed their full might in a last-ditch effort to secure victory. Their fleet, now augmented with additional reinforcements, engaged the UEDF in a series of intense battles across Earth's atmosphere and surface. General Hayes, recognizing the critical nature of the moment, coordinated a comprehensive counteroffensive. The human forces, equipped with their latest technologies and guided by their unbreakable spirit, mounted a fierce defense. The battle was a test of both tactical brilliance and sheer determination. In a pivotal moment, the human forces managed to breach the Drakari's main command ship, delivering a decisive blow. The Drakari, confronted with overwhelming resistance and mounting losses, faced the reality of their situation. Commander Toreth, witnessing the unraveling of their invasion, initiated ceasefire negotiations. The ceasefire marked the end of the conflict, but the scars of war remained. The Drakari, humbled by their experience, sought to establish a new relationship with Earth. The once adversarial interaction gave way to a dialogue focused on mutual respect and cooperation. The aftermath of the war ushered in a new era of possibilities. The Drakari withdrew from Earth, and the focus shifted towards rebuilding and forging a new relationship between the two civilizations. The war had left its mark, but it also provided an opportunity for reconciliation and growth. General Hayes and her counterparts worked towards establishing a framework for cooperation with the Drakari. The newfound alliance, born from conflict, held the promise of a future where both civilizations could benefit from each other's strengths. The Dracari, having witnessed the resilience and ingenuity of humanity, sought to learn from their experience. The war had been a profound test, but it also revealed the potential for a collaborative future. The once formidable adversaries now faced the challenge of building a relationship based on mutual respect and shared goals. As Earth and the Dracari looked towards the horizon, the lessons of the war became a reminder of the strength, resilience, and hope that defined their journey. The conflict had tested their limits, but it also demonstrated the extraordinary capacity of both civilizations to rise above adversity and create a new era of cooperation and understanding.